Hi there, Michael Stewart Allen here with Blue York 1, and I'm here to talk about the game against the Atlanta United Football Club. Happened this last weekend in Atlanta. It was a great game. Two really good teams going at each other, and both of them playing their own type of styles. I thought we came out really good. I thought, opposed to times past, we came out, we really established our game right ahead of time, really got on the front foot, and really, didn't have any like crazy goals that were scored in the first 5 minutes or anything like that to sort of shake us or make us awake. We came out ready to play. That being said, we went with a little bit more of a defensive lineup. We went with Ben Sweat instead of Ronald Matarrita in the back line. So that was not a big surprise. I was actually expecting Wallace to start up top instead of Burgett. But the front line of Burgett, Shradi, and Medina, followed by Herrera, Morales, and Ring. Then we had Sweat, Collins, Chanot, and Tinnerholm, and then Johnson in the goal. It's a great lineup. I think it's a good lineup. It's probably a lineup we're going to see next weekend against Portland as well. Portland and Atlanta have the same type of atmosphere, same type of environment, same type of tough game on the road. I wouldn't be surprised if that was our lineup going forward, with the obvious exemption of Shradi, who got hurt. We have no idea of the time frame on his injury right now. It looked like a hamstring that he pulled, but he's going to be out for a little bit, probably 3 weeks, I would guess, if it's a hamstring injury, at least 3 weeks. So I guess we have to play David Villa. David Villa came on, made an instant impact in the game. We were down 1-0 at that time, off a really good goal by Greg Garza, a really good build-up play by Almiron. They scored a good goal. We can't really fault anyone on that one. Tinnerholm was caught in between Martinez and Garza, and given the choice of who to guard, I'm going to guard Martinez every time. So there's no fault in that goal. Johnson made a good save. It's just a goal that happens. Then when Villa came on for injured Shradi, he made an instant impact with an instant little back flick pass to Maxi Morales, who knocked it over to a wide-open Yoinga Burgett on the wing, who came down and made a nice little move to sidestep Michael Parkhurst to force him to foul, took down the box, and we got a penalty kick. Villa slided it home. Instant impact for David Villa. Welcome back to the field. Welcome back to the starting lineup, captain, my captain. That being said, it brings up a good point. There are 2 points I want to make out of that. The first one is that David Villa draws people to him, and we saw it in the New York City second goal as well. When David Villa is on the pitch, it opens up other players. It gives other players an ability to be open, to find open space, because so many people gravitate towards Villa. On the second goal for NYCFC that we scored, Villa had 3 defenders on him and was still able to make a pass to a wide open Alexander Ring, who cracked the ball home, really sent it in the back of the net. But he was able to get that shot and able to get that space to take that shot because Villa was drawing 3 people onto him. And it's so important to have him back. It's really great to have him back there. The other thing I want to make about that first build-up play was the emergence of Yoinga Burgett. Burgett started in place of Wallace. I think that's significant. I would have thought of seeing Wallace start there because I know Vieira loves him, but obviously Burgett has supplanted him in the starting lineup right now. Burgett is, emerging with each game. He's getting better each game. The evolution of Yoinga Burgett. He's a guy who hadn't played since last November when Malmo finished their season, and so he didn't get a preseason because he was hurt, injured, and then he got the flu. So you can look at that first game against New England and the second game against San Jose as maybe like his friendlies for the year, his warm-up matches. And the last few outings, he's been really good for us. Really come out. He's got the first shot of the game, that shot from outside the box. It was a really great move to get the space open. Really great shot. Goes on. Could only slap it away. It was right at him, but it was a rocket of shot. I'm really excited to see how Burgett keeps evolving in this match and keeps getting chemistry with Villa. Now that the front line is sort of solidified, I think going forward, we'll have Burgett, Villa, and Medina in some form or fashion at some point in the game, whether it's starting or whether it's Burgett coming in for Wallace as a super sub. I think we'll see Wallace and Burgett interchanging a lot in that position. We know the lineup, we know the chemistry. Now the chemistry has to develop. It has to get better and better and better, and I think it only will with a player like Burgett and a player like Villa. Both of them are strikers. Both of them recognize each other as strikers. Both of them want to take the shots. It's going to be great to see how they pass and they get along with each other. Medina got a little lost in this game in our attack. I'm not sure if it was because of they were marking him really harshly or what, but he got a little lost in the Atlanta United game. But I don't think it's a problem. I think Medina's going to come right out of it with flying colors. thought we played overall really, really well in that game, and the goals we gave up were solid goals. Almiron is a beast, and his days in MLS are limited. Let's just say that right now. He's only going to be here for a few more years, if that. I mean, somebody's going to make an offer for that kid, and somebody's going to pay a lot of money for him, and he's going to be a big star. He's very good, very hard to contain, and we saw that all across the pitch with him. We got sort of lucky to get out of there with the draw because of that Darlington Nagbe shot, but that's absolutely the right call on the VAR. Absolutely. Martinez absolutely hits Sean Johnson, and whether Sean Johnson could have stopped it or not, he was denied the ability to make a play on that shot because of where Martinez was and because of the contact that was made, and that's being called back. So that's going to happen. Moving forward, there are two things I want to talk about. Coming up, this upcoming Portland match, we're going out of the frying pan into the fire. There's going to be a big turnout in Portland. Portland's always a tough place to play. They got a rabid fan base. They got maybe the best atmosphere in MLS. It's going to be a great match. Should be really fun. Everybody get there and watch that. One thing about our team that I want to talk about in regards to that match is that 2 years ago, we were wondering about who was going to take up the mantle for Frank Lampard and score those 12 goals he scored before when we, first made the playoffs. Then Jack Harrison got traded. We were wondering who's going to take up the mantle this year for Jack Harrison and score those goals that he scored last year when he took up the mantle for Frank Lampard. This year, it's a little different. This year, we have a team and a team scoring goals. If you look at our score, our goal tallies across the board, even David Villa doesn't stand out as like a huge goal scorer. He's got, I think, 2 goals on the season. Max Morales has more. Desiree Shradi has more. Brigette has 1. Ring has 1 now. Medina has 1. There's a widespread goal tallies across the pitch, and that's really good for us because there's no one player you can single in on and shut down. And when you try to do that, when you try to shut down someone like Villa, it's going to drive everybody in there. But there's no one. Now they have to try and shut down everybody because everybody can score, everybody is potent, everybody is effective moving forward. So that's really exciting for the team, and I think we should get a good result in Portland because of it. We'll see though. Portland's always a tough place to play. It's a really hard place to play on the road. They're having some struggles this year with getting some wins. So I think we should come out of there with at least a point, hopefully 3, but we'll see. So moving forward with that. And then the last thing I want to address is this rumors about the stadium. I don't know what to say other than that it's very exciting. Whether it's in Willets Point, whether it's in the Bronx River Yards, either place, that's great. Build the stadium, make it happen. Get us out of Yankee Stadium, get us our own pitch, get us some places for the fans to act like they do in Atlanta, to act like they do in Portland. Give us our own pitch with our own branding, with our own names, not loaning out somebody else's pitch. Let's get in there and make the place our home and make it a tough place to play like it is in Atlanta and like it is in Portland. Give us that stadium. Willets Point, Bronx, doesn't really matter to me. As long as it's in the 5 boroughs, well, okay, maybe not Staten Island, But no offense, Staten Island. I love you, but you're really hard to get to. Other than that, as long as it's in the 5 boroughs, there's a subway stop near it, make it happen. Please. That's great. That's all I want. Whatever happens, I'm a big fan of a stadium coming to NYC. Not in New Jersey, not in Connecticut, not in Long Island, to New York City. So let's get out there and support that. Whatever plan is on the table, let's get behind it. Let's make it happen, and we'll go forward. See you next week, and we'll talk about the Portland game. All right, NYC is blue.